Module 13, Version 10. The purpose of this video is to demonstrate what is new in version 10 of ECW. This video assumes that you are already familiar with using ECW. In V10, the login screen looks like this. Continue to log in using your CHN number or Envision ID and your password. Jelly beans. In V10, there will be a halo around the S jelly bean when there is a progress note to be reviewed. When searching for results in all jelly beans except referrals, it is now possible to search by facility group. This is helpful in some, but not all clinics, and use of this feature will depend on a particular clinic's workflow. Patient demographics. When the default facility is entered into the patient information, it is now visible in patient demographics on the progress note. Quick links. On the patient hub, you will now see two new quick links, procedures and therapeutic injections. We'll cover these in more detail shortly. The following new features can be found on screens that may be accessed from the hub. New immunization window. Click on Immunization and Therapeutic Injection to open the Immunization and Therapeutic Injection window. The top of the half of the window is immunizations. There are three tabs: History, Immunization Schedule, and Follow-up Schedule. History displays immunizations given or ordered with details, date given, given by, etc. A P for pending displays under the status column immunizations that are ordered but not yet given. A plus sign by the immunization displays the history for that immunization if given more than once. Click the Add button to chart a new immunization. The immunization detail screen opens. The information is the same as in the previous ECW version, though some things may be located differently. For example, the vaccine given in the past is now located in the top of the screen. Save and New brings you to a new immunization detail screen if adding more than one immunization. OK brings you back to the immunization and therapeutic injection screen. The Immunization and Flu Schedule tabs open to a list of CDC recommended schedules. Click the Add button next to an item to open the Immunization Details screen and order a recommended immunization. If present, hover over the yellow triangle or a red circle on the immunization schedule to read warnings or observations about an immunization. Therapeutic injection section at present is not being used. In the future, it will include injections given that are not immunizations, for example, testosterone or an antibiotic. For both therapeutic injections and immunizations, you can click directly on a pending injection to chart when it is given. Select Print, not Print Form or State Form when printing a list of immunizations and therapeutic injections. When accessing the immunization screen directly from the progress note, the immunization screen will display only today's orders. Labs, diagnostic imaging, procedures. Click on the plus sign to the left of a test to view test results. In the new version, associated lab notes will show below the results in patient's lab, diagnostic imaging, and procedures list. When in Patient Documents, select the drop-down arrow next to the Update button. You now have the option to move a document from one patient to another. This is useful if the document was attached to the patient in error. Add letters to your favorites. At the bottom of the screen, click on the ellipsis next to the second dialog box. Click on the star to the left of a letter name that you want to add as your favorite. To view just your favorites, click on the star located on the top to the left of the Letter Designer tab. The star will change color and just your favorites will be displayed. Click on that same star again to view all letters. It is now possible to view all actions created for a patient. From the hub, click on the green arrow next to Actions. Select View Action, and the action list opens up. Refine your search using the filters on top of the screen. Reorder your list by clicking on any header. Select how many actions to view per page using the drop-down at the bottom of the screen. Create a new action by selecting New Action in the right-hand corner. You can also create a new action by clicking on the Action button. The location of some information on the action screen has changed. For example, the due date is now on the left side. There is also an expanded option to create recurrent actions with a recurrence pattern of hours. The range of recurrence has been expanded to include a choice of no end date after number of occurrences, or end by date, which you select from a drop-down calendar. In addition to the hub, actions can now be viewed from the View Order screen. Access the View Order screen from the bottom of the Office Visit screen, the top left of the appointment window, and from the icon menu on any pop-up in the progress note. Actions can also now be created in the Treatment section of the progress note, Changes to the right chart panel include a toggle instead of a scroll bar to view more tabs. The CDDS tab now shows patient-specific alerts. Global alerts have been added to the Overview tab. Problem list diagnoses that have not been addressed in over a year will now be signaled with a red arrow. Therapeutic injections now have their own section below immunizations. Under the DRTLA tab, you have the option to merge a cumulative lab report. Select the notebook icon directly to the left of the lab order. The 3 most recent lab order results will populate past results section of the note in a table format. Under the same tab, a white arrow in a blue box to the left of the lab order will populate the progress note with the latest lab order results. Chief Complaints. From the Chief Complaint window, click on Browse to search from the list of chief complaints. Use the star to add complaints to your favorites. To view just your favorites, click on the star next to the Find dialog box. It will change to yellow. Use this icon to toggle between your favorites and the complete list. In V10, you can now add the same medication with different doses or times to be taken under the same diagnosis. Access the med reconciliation screen by clicking on the current meds heading or using the pill icon in any icon menu of another screen. Tab displays current medications, past prescription history, and external prescription history. Document using letters to the right of each med under the current medication tab. Your choices are T for taking, N for not taking, D for discontinued, and U for unknown status. You have the option to apply status from a prior visit, or you can select Mark All As to document compliance for all meds at one time. A key for the letters is located right above the medications. You can also select a stop date, add notes, and source. Notes will appear in the progress notes and carry over to the comments for the pharmacy when we're filling and sending the prescription. The source will indicate the original prescriber. To add a medication, click on the green search box and type name of the medication you want to add. A list will populate as you type. The check mark next to the medication means it is being pulled from Metaspan. It will have an NDC code associated with it. Select the medication and then select the strength. To edit, including if you don't know a strength or dose, select a medication. To edit, select the medication from your list. To delete a medication entirely, use the red minus sign next to it on the left. Search medical history by the ICD-9 code. Click the ICD-9 radio button and then the ellipsis next to it. You can type an ICD-9 code in the small box or search on a keyword by typing in the larger box. Once added to the medical history, you can add it to a problem list by clicking the checkbox under the PL column. This feature is only available for those diagnoses added with an ICD-9 code. You can check the pregnant or breastfeeding checkboxes, and it will now populate the progress note. When charting on the notes screen under the HPI, ROS, or examination, it's possible to use the Next or Previous button located at the bottom of the screen to navigate through the symptoms or systems. The symptom or system will appear in the upper left-hand corner. Click on the purple text to reopen the HPI, ROS, or examination screen under the subcategory tab. For example, if I click on pacemaker and wound check, under HPI, the HPI screen opens and I am viewing information under the pacemaker and wound check tab. As before, pull in templates and then click the black text or black ellipsis or black lines next to the green text to open the pop-up screens. New options in the pop-up box includes a pull-down menu to navigate to different parts of the progress note. This is particularly useful with templates because you can navigate to the different categories the template covers. The pop-up window also includes an option to free text in the dialog box. Use Next to answer questions in order. Another navigation tool in the pop-up window are the links on top. Surgical history. Search surgical history by CPT code. Click the CPT radio button and the ellipsis next to it. Type the CPT code in the second small box, or search on a keyword by typing in the larger box. Under Family History, use the drop-down menu to indicate if a family member is alive, deceased, or if it's unknown. Enter a year of birth to automatically calculate the family member's age. In version 10, there will be checkboxes under Common Medical Problems. Indicate if a family member has one of these problems, and then you can type the date the problem was diagnosed in the yellow box that appears next to the check mark. To chart family history not available under Common Medical Problems, use the Notes icon located in this column. As before, choose a diagnosis from the left column and all the family members with that diagnosis from the right column. Free text additional information under Notes. Treatment. Two tabs, Notes and Clinical Notes, are available from the treatment window. Text typed into the Notes section when Notes tab is selected gets printed into the patient visit summary. Text typed into Notes when the Clinical Notes tab is selected populates only the progress notes. As mentioned before, it is now possible to create a new action from the treatment window. Click on the New Action button located in the far right above the Notes window. Also new to treatment is it is now possible to add the same med with a different dose and frequency under the same diagnosis. Manage orders. Click on the patient orders to access and select from previous orders specific to that patient only. Click on the H icon under today's orders to see previous results for a current order. E-prescriptions. The right chart panel is now available in the e-prescription window. To reassign the refill to other providers, use the Assign Refill to pull-down window. Click on the Next and Send Prescription to send the prescription and then go to the next prescription without closing the e-prescription window. Click on Next to just go to the next prescription without sending the e-prescription. Print Visit Summary. At the bottom of the progress note, click the green arrow next to the Print button. Choose Print Visit Summary. Additional options are now available from the Print Options window. Problem List, Allergies, Chief Complaints, Vitals, and Therapeutic Injections. Medications that were refilled, continued, or newly ordered will appear on the Visit Summary list under the blue heading Medication List. An additional gray heading, Other Medications You Are On, will list other medications that the patient has taken. Common Send button. Click on the Send button at the bottom of the progress note to access the Common Send screen. If you select the For Patients tab, you have the option to print patient education, visit summary, or the immunization list. Use the check boxes on the left to choose what you would like to print. To print selected items, click on the green Send button at the bottom right of the screen. Note: if any orders are checked under the Patient Orders tab, they will also be sent and printed when you press the green button. Please check your clinic workflow. This concludes Module 13.